Welcome to Pop Culture Roulette for all your pop culture needs. We're America's podcast. I'm Nicholas.
Oh, forgot about that part.
I'm Jeremy today.
Oh, you are. I'm Justin.
Actually, I think I'll be Chewbacca.
Okay. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Justin.
Justin decided to show up in cosplay today.
It's cold in the little corner of my basement, so I wanted to be warm. So I put on the Chewbacca onesie. It's cold down here.
We have given Justin a lot of garbage over the years for his lack of either pop culture knowledge or just really interest in the subject of being on this podcast. But
right.
He's decided to really step up and show up in a Chewbacca onesie.
That's true.
Which none of the rest of us have done. So
true. He may not always do the homework, but
when we talk about sports, I get involved. Otherwise, I'm just here. So I figure I'll class it up a little.
Well, I think it's much needed. Pop culture could really use an injection of that kind of thing. So good on you.
All right, gotta figure out what I'm going to do for next week's show.
That's going to be your new shtick?
More stuff? Hang up different things in the background and come dressed in weird things.
It is a lot easier to mask the disappointment in having in you not having watched something if you're wearing a fuzzy costume. It's how can I be mad at you WandaVision if you're wearing a fuzzy, cute Chewbacca outfit?
I didn't do my research. Let me come in something that's going to distract them. And
I do have to say, I'm impressed that not only did Jeremy sign up for Disney Plus this week, he did watch the entirety of WandaVision. So
I sure did. I came ready with ammunition, but.
All right, next week we can have our WandaVision stuff. But When does Falcon and Winter Soldier come out? Is that next week too?
Next weekend.
Yeah.
All right.
So you got a lot of stuff to watch.
That one I'll watch because that one I actually have some interest in.
Yeah, it looks good. I'm excited for that as well. But WandaVision was awesome. I'll give it the stamp of approval.
All right. Well, it had my stamp of approval.
Okay, I'll give it mine then as well.
2/3 vote.
Yeah.
2/3 majority, or
I guess because I'm the one who hasn't seen it. So 2/3.
So something happened yesterday that I don't know how we're going to fix, but we have to figure out a way to fix this problem. There's now a new number one movie of all time.
Oh no.
Money-wise.
Yeah.
Apparently they re-released Avatar in China. And it is overtaken Avengers Endgame.
Oh no.
So Avatar is once again number one. Now, how as we as a podcast of three people in Nowhereville, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Going to fix this problem.
Well, I'm going to boycott Avatar because I've never watched it, and I'll continue to not watch it.
Okay.
That's my contribution to the problem.
Okay, I get you not watching WandaVision. That makes sense, but you've never watched Avatar.
Nope. Never seen the movie. Live action Fern Gully? Never seen it.
Oh, that's right.
We've had this conversation.
Yeah. It was like a huge thing though.
Right.
I've never seen Titanic either.
Well, you're not missing anything there. That movie's garbage, but
Avatar wasn't that great either.
I really enjoyed Avatar. I thought it was highly enjoyable. I don't think I've watched it since. I went and saw it in the theaters, but it's a movie that made probably the best use of 3D of any other movie that's ever come out.
Oh, really? What was so like mind-boggling about it? What was so earth?
Because they didn't fall into that shtick of like the Jason 3D where they're like, ooh, oh, my hands are way off on the screen here. Ooh, like,
yeah.
Like it made like
it was natural.
Yeah, it was more natural. It made this. It added depth to the screen. Like it really made it seem like you were more immersed in it than just like what was that stupid movie that you and I went and saw, Justin, with 3D? Me, you, and Tony.
Is it Wrath of the Titans?
Yes, that one.
Second Clash of the Titans movie.
Yeah, well, it was either Clash of the Titans or Wrath of the Titans, one of those two.
I think it was Wrath. I think it was the second one.
And they did that in 3D, and that was garbage.
Yeah,
I mean, that was literally just like every couple minutes they'd have something that would just like, yeah, ooh, I'm poking, ooh, I'm got a thing coming out of the screen.
There's an explosion. Here comes a rock.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh, is it gonna hit you? Like,
a lot of it does seem pretty gimmicky. I mean, I saw Bloody Valentine 3D and it was the same way. So, all right, I'll give Avatar that, but it wasn't, to me, I always felt like the hype around it was way, way too much for like what it really was. I mean, at the end of the day, aren't we really just talking about a rainforest? A fancy rainforest?
Well, I mean, yeah, fancy rainforest, but big, giant blue cats.
True. That's true.
All right.
I mean, it was, I thought it was really good. For what it was at the time. I do wonder if I was to sit down and watch it again, which I probably should. I think I have it on Blu-ray down in the basement. Like, would I have the same feelings about it just watching it on my small TV? Because I will tell you the one thing I did make fun of the movie from day one was unobtainium.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah, they couldn't come up with something better than that.
Unobtainium. Ooh, you're labeling the one mineral or whatever it was, metal of some kind that they had to have on the planet that is really hard to obtain.
Yep.
Unobtainium.
That's pretty clever, guys. Oh. I see what you did there.
Wow, like that. Yeah. That was like.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what you write in the script when you're writing it, because like you expect to come up with a better name later on.
Yeah, like just a placeholder thing. Yeah.
It's just a place. And then at some point they're filming the movie and like he had not gotten around to it, and they're like, is that really what he wants to call it? And well, you don't question James Cameron. I mean, that's Jim Cameron, don't you know? We don't question. And then like he's just going unobtainium. I was gonna call it something else.
He wasn't on set that day. Well, we filmed all this.
Yeah. That wasn't supposed to be in there. Fuck.
Too late now.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we're just rolling with it now.
I'm going in my submarine to look for more shipwrecks. You do what you want.
Yeah, you guys do you. We'll still make billions.
I'm getting the Titanic up for real now.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna make the sequel to Titanic with the real ship.
What if it didn't float? It didn't sink. That would be the sequel.
Would that be in poor taste if they did another one where it was just like it all of a sudden came back and they wrote like a new storyline?
Ghost Titanic?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think they did. I gotta look it up real fast, but I'm pretty sure somebody has done Ghost Titanic or Titanic 2.
What?
Weird.
We'll cut out this air while you're looking for it.
No, that's just a documentary.
Oh, I mean, I can always look for stuff. I'm just here. I mean, I might as well do the research.
Look that up, Wookie. Do our bidding.
There is a movie called The Titanic 2.
That's my job. Get off of there.
What was it released theatrically?
No, it has a 1.6 out of 10 on IMDb.
Oh, sounds like we're gonna have to hunt that one down.
Is that the one that was released in 2010?
Yeah.
Yeah, I found that one too. 15% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, how about this? Let me ask one of you people that's not looking something up about speaking of poor taste. Would it be poor taste to do a movie about? Well, I'm not even gonna say it because
come on.
I already know it would be. Well,
Come
all right,
on.
we can cut this out later if it doesn't go well. But a 9/11 movie where they sort of rewrite the history of 9/11, where like kind of like Inglorious Bastards did, where they killed Hitler instead of
Oh
just,
yeah.
yeah. So let's like a 9/11 movie where it's a different ending.
I mean, if you wait another like 30 years, 40 years,
Oh, I'll just say 10
maybe.
years.
You think
Because
in
we're
10?
What's the rule when you can start making jokes about things again? Like, how long does it take? How many years is it?
Well, how long did it take for society to start making Adolf Hitler jokes? How long
I
after
don't
the
know.
Not long, probably.
Well, and we're coming back around to where you're not allowed to make those jokes anymore. So
True, yeah. I think 30, 40 does sound a little more likely.
yeah,
If at all. I mean, I didn't think it would be like, I thought you guys would be like a gasp that I even asked.
Look who you're talking to.
well,
True.
Do you even know us?
You're right. It's been so long. Sometimes I forget.
well, it's like, I mean, I expect something like it would be like if that show timeline
Yeah.
had existed, like them going back in time and like trying to stop 9/11 from happening, and like finding out like if they stop it from happening, something else happens, and having to go back in time and let it happen,
Yeah.
kind of thing, like just some sort of like lesson that you would have to teach some, I don't know, like some sort of allegory for something that we need to learn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Something like that. Some kind of message that they have to jam down our throat.
Yeah.
Okay, well, to address your original question, then, how do we overtake Avatar again? I think we open our own theater and show nothing but Marvel movies in East Troy.
All right. All right.
Just Marvel Endgame. You guys ever going to show anything else? Not until we've overtaken Avatar. Keep going. You want to see something different? Keep buying tickets.
Yeah. There'll be a little like thing on the outside, like a screen that shows our progress. Like we're this close to getting past Avatar.
We'll sell like mystery movie tickets. You don't know what it's going to be.
But it's always Endgame.
The Endgame.
Everything.
Oh, they got me again.
Well, no, you know what we should do? Start a petition. Since all the theaters are starting to open back up, and how they did it in China was to, now that the Chinese movie theaters are starting to open back up, like that country is in position to, and they did it by like putting Avatar back out to kind of like get like people like hyped, because obviously there's not like a lot of really like hyped big budget movies about to be released. So they're like, well, come see Avatar again, and now it's number one. Like maybe America should be like, yeah, Avengers Endgame. Like we're pushing Black Widow. We're pushing Black Widow back another month. Avengers Endgame.
Yeah. Why not?
We got to take it back. We got to take it back.
I think that's a good plan. Well, what about when they do like those Marvel marathons? Do those get credited as a release, or?
I don't really know. I don't even know if like when Marcus does like the $5 Sunday movies where they're like Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark for $5 for the one show, like if somehow like that like $110 that it makes gets credited to
it'd be interesting to find that out.
I don't know what kind of what it takes for a re-release to get money added to the budget, or the final tally of the movie. Because I mean, I could make the argument that any sort of like re-releasing of the movie shouldn't be included in the original run. Like that should be like a separate, like category. So like even when because they re-released Endgame back in the theaters like a couple months after it came out, because they were like, We're so close to overtaking Avatar. Here's a special Stan Lee tribute scene. Go see the movie again.
Yeah.
It was just enough to get it over Avatar,
Yeah. There must be something else that they have still that they can tack on to it.
Oh,
Do you want to see Black Widow? You got to
Yeah.
pay for Endgame first.
Yeah. There you go.
I do want to see Black Widow. All right.
after the credits, they'll do the first episode of Black Widow. For the first little bit of it, like a
First
teaser
bit.
trailer.
Yeah.
Do
You
you,
must.
Yeah,
do you want to see Black Widow? Yeah. Well, you want to see the first half hour of Black Widow, you got to pay for Endgame.
Yeah, we'll show you an exclusive.
Yeah. And I know how you fanboys want to get your stuff early. Is Black Widow
exclusives?
Is Black Widow coming to Disney Plus right away, or is
No?
No.
They are, of all the movies that they're putting right to Disney Plus first, that was the one that they were like, absolutely not. We're holding that off. I think May 7th is like the hard set. Like we're actually releasing it in the theaters, like date.
Is it still going to be where you can rent out a theater? You think, Mace, around that time?
I don't know. It probably depends either A, on how popular that thing is, and B, how wide open everything actually is going to be.
Let's say, how much was
Because
it to rent out the theater? When didn't you say you did that?
it was $99
That's not bad.
Yeah, get a bunch.
for 20 people. That's a really good deal.
Yeah.
And that's around both of our birthdays, so we'll just be like, hey, let's all go see a movie if that's still the case.
That'd be cool.
We'll get like 5-6 people, everyone pitching like however much, cover it.
I'd be down for that for sure. Yeah.
I mean, we get 9 people, and it's like $10 a person.
Well, let's not get carried away. That's a lot of people.
We don't know that many people.
I thought like 4, 5.
Well, there's 3 of us, and then I can think of a 4th who'd be in right away.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's 4.
4. Okay. Yeah. So
okay.
We still.
You're right. Okay. I'm kind of stuck at 4 then.
4.
We still need 6 more.
I mean, there's some other ones I could think of, but I'd probably be like, I'm not gonna ask that person for obvious reasons.
Does that person listen to the podcast now that it's back, or is he even aware of it?
I have no idea.
Comment. Let us know.
If you think it's you that we're talking about, comment. Let us know.
Comment on the post. Shoot us a text. We'll let you know. You could win the grand prize.
Did you guys really ban me?
Well, ban's a strong word.
Yeah, we prefer not to use those types of words around here. More just like suspended.
More like, or I was gonna say discontinued.
Or even better.
Your contract has not been renewed for a second season.
We fixed the glitch. so you fired him. No. We fixed the glitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you guys want to do a bracket challenge?
Well,
like candy bars? Girl Scout cookies?
What?
Of candy bars. I mean, I would like to eat candy bars, yes, but
I don't have any candy. I need a snack.
No, do you guys want to do the bracket? Like, you want me to set up a pop culture roulette bracket on like ESPN or Yahoo?
I mean, I'll fill one out, but every year I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
nobody does.
I'm kind of in the same boat. Can I pick Duke to win it all?
Yeah, go ahead. Pick Duke to win it all. Can we put money on this bracket?
Only if I could take North Carolina is my second option. Because neither of them are in the tournament.
You can. Yeah, North Carolina's not in either?
I don't think they're in it either.
Man. I mean, when I saw that Duke wasn't going to be in it, I was like, how long has it been since Duke has not been in the tournament?
It's been a long time.
Like, how long has it been since both Duke and North Carolina haven't been in the tournament?
Yeah, maybe I don't know. I thought one of them wasn't. I know Duke's not.
Yeah, well, they were bubble already, and then they got bounced early.
I know Wisconsin's in the tournament.
Well, that's who I'm gonna be voting for all the way then.
I think they're a 9 seed.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I would say I'd take Gonzaga, and they say they'll actually win it, but every time they're in there as a number one or pretty high, they just disappoint. Like,
I've always liked Gonzaga back when they had Morrison.
yeah, I mean, but I have not watched very much college basketball this year. I was going to watch the Memphis game yesterday when they were playing Houston, and I was a couple minutes into it, and I was like, nah, I'm going to watch Coming to America instead.
The sequel?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was enjoyable.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So that oh man, I'm so good at these segues you've given me. So Coming to America, like coming number 2 to America.
Coming to.
It was fun. I mean, it was clearly just like not a remake, but like kind of a let's take the familiar beats of the first movie and kind of go with it.
Right.
And then just kind of ramp it up a little bit. So it was enjoyable. I mean, but it made me think, and I think we had kind of this discussion on the last time I was on Media Pod Smash.
Okay.
Of the 30-year-old sequel.
Oh yeah.
So in the last few years, we've gotten. I mean, now granted, Anchorman was not 30 years, but it was quite a bit of 10 or more.
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber was like 20 something years.
Yeah.
This year we got. I guess it's not this year anymore, but it was within the last year. Bill and Ted, that was close to a 30-year sequel.
Right.
Jay and Silent Bob reboot was damn near close to 20.
God, that's crazy. That doesn't feel that long, but that was.
We were supposed to get it last summer, but we didn't. We're going to get it this summer. Ghostbusters Afterlife is technically Ghostbusters 3.
Oh, okay. That's a direct sequel to the second one?
Well, I mean, it involves, it's the same continuity.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously we still don't really know the plot or we know some of the actors in the movie, but we don't know how they're related or if they're related at all to the original Ghostbusters. I know all of the ones that are alive are supposed to have a cameo.
Cool.
There's rumors that maybe even Rick Moranis had a cameo, but nobody's confirming nor denying that one.
That'd be cool.
So
what about the female one? Was that not canon?
That is supposed to come out in June this year.
No, that is like an alternate universe Ghostbusters.
Oh, okay.
Is how they're treating that. Like that is, so that's kind of a one-off. Yeah. I mean, I thought they could have tried to say this is in universe, but it does appear that from everything I've heard that the Jason Reitman has just completely ignored the Girl Ghostbuster movie.
Oh, okay. I had a feeling that was going to probably be the case, but just making sure.
Yeah. Maybe they'll start their own set of movies, like franchise.
So what do you think the impetus? What do you think the impetus behind making a sequel like 30 years later is? Like, why all of a sudden in the last couple of years have we been like, hey, remember that movie from 30 years ago? Let's finally make a sequel to that.
Because Hollywood loves to tap into our nostalgia bone.
Yeah, because a lot of the kids who liked it are now adults with their own kids. They'll be like, let's take them. Same reason I think a lot of the sports cars and stuff are coming back to popularity, and Pokemon.
But I don't when I was a kid, I don't remember there being like a bunch of movies where my dad was like, "Oh, like 30 years ago when I was your age, we went and saw this movie, and now they've finally done the sequel. Let's go see it, boy."
That's true. Fair. That's a fair point.
Yeah, but look at how the entertainment business has just changed so much from the black and white and when your parents went.
I mean, I seem to remember them being like, just we remade this movie. Like they didn't make a sequel; they just remade it. Like they just,
Or they make too many sequels.
or well, yeah. Hello, Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Like Beethoven, I remember that as a kid, and there's like 9 of those movies now.
Yeah, every time I'm flipping through like the streaming services, I'm like Beethoven 70, 70.
70,
What?
100?
70, 100. When did they get that high?
Just like Air Bud. Let's do another Air Bud movie.
Yeah.
Or the buddies? They're like space buddies, ice buddies, Santa buddies.
Yeah, I don't. It's weird. It must be because it's cheap and it's recognizable. So,
weren't they supposed to make a sequel to Sandlot too?
I think they did.
They
actually
did. Yeah,
that's another one.
They made a sequel.
Several years.
They made a sequel to Benchwarmers.
They did.
It wasn't good.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't watch. I watched a few minutes of it one day. Jess had it on in the other room, and I went in there to talk to her, and I ended up kind of staring at it for a few minutes. It seems like the only thing that was from the first one was John Lovitz.
Yeah,
and it was involving baseball.
It's not good.
Sounds awful. If the only remaining cast member is John Lovitz, I can only imagine what kind of shit show you're in for.
I love that first one. I think that's
the first one was great.
I think that might
was
be
pretty funny. I like that.
I was going to say I think that might be Rob Schneider's best movie, but as I'm saying it, I'm sure the two of you are going to be like, no, it's really.
I don't know. Justin?
Rob Schneider movies?
The Animal?
Oh, God. Deuce Bigelow?
Deuce Bigelow. I think that might be the best Rob Schneider movie is Benchwarmers, actually, Nicholas. I can't think of anything else.
What about, Grown Ups was pretty good.
Yeah.
The first one.
Yeah. I mean,
because
what else is there?
Well, it depends. Are you going with just things he's been in?
What about
a lot of the Adam Sandler movies?
Yeah, well,
right,
what about major roles?
Right, that's what I'm thinking. Like, can you call Waterboy a Rob Schneider movie because he was in it going, "You can do it"?
Yeah, I don't know. Could you consider Dread a Rob Schneider movie?
I would consider that one more of a Rob Schneider movie than I would a Waterboy. Because he had a major role in Dread.
Oh yeah,
I really like that one. Not necessarily his role, but I like that movie.
Fair. Well, then I'll say my favorite Rob Schneider movie is Demolition Man.
I'm going to look up some movies here.
He was
in Demolition Man?
Yeah, he was one of the cops in the future, wasn't he? He's the one that tells him about the seashells.
Justin.
I'm getting there.
Our producer.
I don't remember that one.
I remember Sandra Bullock was in that one.
Right. Yeah, he's like
Wesley Snipes.
And Rob Schneider.
Are you sure you're not thinking of Judge Dredd with Rob Schneider?
I might be, but I thought he was in both, actually, to be honest with you. I could be thinking of Judge Dredd, though.
I am the law.
I don't see Rob Schneider credited in Demolition Man.
Oh no! I guess I must be thinking of Dredd.
Oh, I know what my favorite Rob Schneider movie probably is. Down Periscope.
Down Periscope.
Oh, wow!
Way to bring up Down Periscope just because you still want your copy of Down Periscope back.
Yeah.
I really like that movie.
Funny story about that.
Way back when. I think that might be older than the podcast.
It probably is, yeah. By the way, Rob Schneider is uncredited, but he is in Demolition Man.
Oh, you're like, oh, look.
Yeah. I could, because I was like, I swear, God, he's got to be in this. But anyways, yes, Down Periscope. What about Pushing Tin? Should I watch that one?
I don't even know what that movie's about, but I actually do like Down Periscope. And Rob Schneider's in that.
Pushing Tin is an interesting movie. It's worth a watch.
Because it's on there too. It's a double pack of
Yeah.
That's
Periscope.
a weird combination because
Yeah.
they're such different movies.
Is Pushing Tin about like airplanes?
It's a comedy drama about air traffic controllers.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Billy Bob Thornton and John Cusack, maybe.
Interesting.
It's a very different style of movie than Down Periscope.
Is Down Periscope more of like a slapsticky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think Down Periscope was probably my first introduction to Harlan Williams too.
Cool. I'm gonna watch it. It's only been like 10 years.
Kelsey Grammer.
But by the next Pop Culture Roulette, that'll be my next homework assignment. I'll watch Down Periscope and give you my review. And then you can finally...
So you'll have to go hunt it down. And
I might just end up rebuying that movie.
No.
You'll have to go find it in your collection and wipe the 10 years of dust off of it. And watch it.
Yeah. So get back to your topic of why they keep doing it now. I don't really guess I have a good answer then as to why they keep doing it.
Right. It seems like such a
Hollywood has no more original ideas.
Yeah.
But they do. They just don't do a good job of like promoting it. Like there's a lot of really good original movies that come out every year. They just don't get promoted the way like Black Widow does. And it sounds like I'm putting down Black Widow, but like I'm looking forward to seeing Black Widow as much as I am some other movie I haven't heard of yet because like, they have the right actors or I like this thing and I get to watch it on HBO or something. But
well, I mean, I guess it's just a matter of it just keeps working. So why not keep?
So what do you think the next group of 30-year-old sequels we're gonna get are like? What's coming down the pipe then?
Well, I hope for one we get that Happy Gilmore sequel.
Okay,
that would be nice.
Every time we think, this couldn't happen, and then they make a sequel to Coming to America. Happy Gilmore.
Mm-hmm.
A Waterboy sequel where somehow he's the coach now.
That'd be interesting. That would be an interesting take on it.
Are we just sticking with Adam Sandler movies again?
Well, no, we don't have to. That's just what I happen to think of. Keeping in the theme of Rob Schneider.
I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that Dodgeball sequel.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking some action ones, but they continue to make those. Like I don't know how many Rambo movies they have now, because one of those came out like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe another good Predator movie. If you don't want to count AVP.
I thought we were getting one.
Well, they had that one that came out like 2 years ago that I never saw.
Oh.
They had Olivia Munn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers' ex.
Yeah.
That one was pretty good. It has who's all in that?
Did Shane Black have anything to do with that?
I saw that one in theaters, which I forgot about.
We need a producer to look all this stuff up for us.
Is it Keegan-Michael Key?
Yeah.
He's in it. He's really funny.
Yeah, maybe that is his name.
I think that is his
name.
Keegan-Michael Key.
What is his name? He's on.
Well, there's Jordan Peele.
Yeah, and the other
Jordan Peele and Keegan.
Michael Key, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, it might be, yeah.
Keegan-Michael Key. Yeah. He was in the Predator movie.
He's in it. The guy who played Punisher in the older movie with John Travolta.
Oh yeah, okay.
His name?
Thomas Jane.
Thomas Jane's in it. Olivia Munn's in it.
Sterling K. Brown is in it.
Oh, he's
That
good.
was actually a really good movie. I recommend it.
So The Predator 2018. It was directed by Shane Black. I'll have to
check that one out too.
Yeah.
That one's good.
That one kind of just, I forgot all about that one.
The relationship between Keegan-Michael Key and Thomas Jane is probably the best part of the movie.
Oh.
Like their friendship is great.
Okay. Sweet. I'll check it out.
Oh, yeah. I just remembered you talking about him. I finished not too long ago. I binged out all 5 seasons of Key and Peele. So I did watch something more modern recently.
Oh, all right.
I mean, I also waited for a show that was like 3 or 4 years off the air to finally binge it, but I did.
That's a great show.
That was a good show. Like, I was kind of mad at myself for not watching it while it was on.
I like the skit with all the football players and all the crazy ass names.
Did we lose Justin?
Uh-oh. Justin, come back.
I just realized he wasn't moving. I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah, he didn't move at all for a while. It says, all right, we'll see how long this lasts.
I thought you were.
Mine keeps cutting in and out too.
Do we have any interest in the Grammys as a podcast?
I have
no.
I just that the Grammys have gotten to the point for me where like I look through the list of like who was nominated, and I just go, okay, this is how I know I've gotten old. I don't know who any of these people are.
I should have played another round of modern artists versus old. I was going to say old millennials, but you're not a millennial, so I have to change the name of the game.
You might have gotten me on a couple of those, actually.
Yeah, it was a pretty fun one because I don't think Rosie knew any of them when we played.
I mean, now, the thing is, like, I might have heard the names, but like being able to identify the music would be a very difficult thing for me.
Yeah. I think the only thing I have to really say about the Grammys is congratulations to Billie Eilish for the James Bond theme.
Yeah.
It was a good one. Yes. I liked it a lot. And she won. It was the first theme to win without having the movie be out yet. That was a little fact that I read today about the Grammys.
Oh, wait. So the Grammys already happened? I thought they were happening like right now.
Well, maybe it's a live update. I was reading before the show started. So maybe as we were speaking, that was something that happened.
He got the spoiler copy.
The only reason that I even knew the Grammys were on tonight was because that I guess it's now Paramount Plus app was all like, hey, watch the Grammys. And I was all like, nah, I'm good.
Nah.
Don't tell me what to do, app.
I do like Billie Eilish, though. I do think she's very talented.
Yeah.
I do enjoy a lot of her music.
Mm-hmm. I like that stuff.
For not really listening to a lot of modern music, she has caught my attention, and I like her stuff.
Yeah. It's got a really nice vibe to it. It's good hot tub music.
I think I've only heard the 2 songs they play on the radio.
You didn't hear it? Have you heard her Bond theme?
Justin? No, I don't think so.
Oh, you should look it up after this. It's pretty damn good.
All right.
A lot better, in my opinion, than the last one that was released by Sam Smith. But I mean, we've all shared our thoughts on that one before. The true fans know.
Yeah, I don't remember. I remember us talking about it with Bond. They pushed that movie back again. Part of me really wants to go back through and give all those movies a listen.
Mm-hmm.
A watch again.
Mm-hmm. A listen and a watch.
Yeah, well, okay, let's see. Here we go. For Album of the Year for Grammy, that's just 2020. Does that mean this year, like they're doing it right now?
I think they're doing it right now, yeah.
Okay.
Like I was looking on Variety. That's where I was getting my updates.
Okay, this is from Grammy.com. So
Okay.
I'd assume that.
All right, must be the most.
So this
updated.
is for just album of the year, and then we'll drop it. Future Nostalgia by Dua Lipa.
Oh no.
I've heard the name, but I couldn't tell you
I don't know
anything
who that
about
is.
that.
Yeah.
I don't know who that
Hollywood's
is.
Bleeding by Post Malone.
Okay.
Yeah, I know who that is.
I know who that is.
I've heard of him.
Don't listen to him.
Some of his music is intriguing to me
There's a
because
song with Ozzy on Ozzy's new album. That's not too bad.
That's a weird.
yeah,
combo.
that one song that the Hog was playing was pretty good.
On the
here-
new Ozzy one, he also did a song with Elton John.
Weird.
That's the one that the Hog was playing. That's a really good song.
Yeah,
It's also really deep.
that's
when you
actually a
listen to
pretty
the
good
lyrics.
album altogether.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good album, I think, altogether.
Not on the list though.
Is that Ordinary Man? Is that the one they did together?
I think so.
Hmm.
Okay, then we were at Folklore for Taylor Swift. Obviously, everybody knows who that is.
Yep,
Yeah.
Takeoff Sweater.
Here's where you lose me immediately. Chilumbo from
Chumbawamba.
Thump Thumpin'?
I'm guessing Janae, Jhene with a little accent mark over it. So Janae, maybe Aiko.
Sauce.
Black Pumas by Black Pumas. I got
Awesome.
nothing.
All right.
Oh, I've heard of Coldplay. I did not know they put a new album.
They're
I'll have to
back.
look into that every day. And then somebody called Jacob Collier did Jesse Volume 3. Did Jesse?
What about volumes 1 and 2?
Oh, nope, they're not up for album of the year. It's just Volume 3. Apparently, the first two were crap. And then Women in Music Part 3 by Haim. I've heard of them.
I haven't heard of that album though.
No.
No, and it, 1, 2, 3.
What about Rob Zombie's new album? He just released that. Why
Yeah,
is that up there?
he got snubbed, man.
Yeah. I mean, it came out like 2 days ago, but still,
This
come
is
on.
bullshit. What about the EP that Fratelli's put out? This is bullshit, man.
Oh, who votes for this stuff?
I don't know. I mean,
Their peers.
so that
Put
that
it
is
in
half
now.
of the artist for
Yeah.
album of the year that I've never heard of.
I think I've heard of 2, maybe 3.
Yeah.
And I don't listen
Same.
to any of them.
And then okay, so yeah, that's right. Album of the year and record of the year for some reason are two different things.
Mhm.
Beyonce, Black Pumas again.
Why are they two different things?
I don't know. They've always been two different things. The Baby.
Oh, that was one of my answers from the
Yes, that
game.
was one. Doja Cat.
Oh, that's another one. Doja.
Billie Eilish, Dua Lipa, Post Malone, and Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh yes, Megan Thee
Yeah, we've already
Stallion.
talked about that one.
What's interesting. I'm gonna have to look up that Black Pumas thing. That sounds pretty interesting. I didn't know that they were so musically inclined.
Oh,
Okay, let's.
Black Pumas.
Are there really any other kind of pumas?
Sure, you could probably find an albino puma. Not sure how long it'll last in the wild, because albino animals don't seem to last that long.
True. It would have a better chance working for some sort of like oddities thing at the circus. It would probably live longer. Yeah.
Okay, so for best rock performance,
Yeah.
breaking news, spoiler alert. Fiona Apple has won for best rock performance.
Fiona Apple?
I'm gonna go ahead and say, like, I enjoy Fiona Apple's music sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not gonna put her in rock.
I can't believe she's even still making music.
Oh, they all do. I've never heard of Big Thief. I don't know who they are. Phoebe Bridgers, I've heard that name recently because of Saturday Night Live.
Okay.
Haim, Brittany Howard, who I believe she used to be the lead singer of Alabama Shakes,
Mm.
and then Grace Potter.
Mm.
Justin, you'll have to help me with this one. For best metal performance,
Okay.
Body Count has won with their album or song Bum Rush.
You know that one?
I've heard the band. I don't think I could picture that song though.
That's a pretty fucking metal name.
You've also
Count.
got Code Orange, In This Moment, Poppy, and Power Trip.
Poppy's pretty cool.
In this moment, I've listened to them.
I've heard of In This Moment. Everybody else I've never heard of.
I think there's only two I didn't hear of.
Interesting. I definitely don't know much. Okay. What do we got?
Best rock album.
All right.
All right. Well, don't look it up because I'm looking it up right now.
All right.
You have The New Abnormal by The Strokes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was actually good.
A Hero's Death by Fontaine's DC.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Don't know that one.
Kiwanuka by Michael Kiwanuka.
A little pretentious album name, but
Daylight by Grace Potter.
Oh, there's Grace Potter again.
Sound and Fury by Sturgill Simpson.
Sturgill Simpson is good.
I thought he was country.
He is, but he's not. It's not typical country.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, for best rock album, this is how I'm feeling old. I've heard of 2, 3 of them. I've heard of Grace Potter. I don't remember anything that she's done. 2 of these people I've never even heard of. Who do you think won?
Grace Potter.
No.
I'm going to go with the pretentious guy.
No, it was The Strokes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Good. That's fine by me.
Yeah, right on.
Okay, so she won Best Rock Performance and Best Alternative Music Album.
Oh, what else you got for alternative music?
Justin's gonna be not Justin. Jeremy's gonna be mad on this one.
Okay,
he's over
there. You got Fiona Apple. Then she beat out Beck for Hyperspace.
Oh, geez.
Phoebe Bridgers, Brittany Howard, and Tame Impala.
Oh, okay.
Tame Impala. I don't know.
I think I've heard of them.
I've got nothing.
Well, to be fair, I guess that Beck album wasn't as good as Colors, in my opinion. But...
Okay, well, I just know that I know that you just want to put Beck's penis in your mouth at all times. So
that's true. It's like a pacifier for me.
Give that thing to me.
I do have a hard on for Beck. I guess that's the new listeners that don't know. Now they can be now they're in on a little thing.
Now
Jeremy's dirty little secret.
Yeah.
This is where if I was better at technology, we could make a deep fake.
Of me and Beck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you don't know how to do that.
Which leads me to my next topic. Deep fakes. Man. I had to stretch for that one, but man, did I get there.
That was beautiful.
Did you see that Tom Cruise deep fake?
Nope.
Look it up later. Some guy did a deep fake of Tom Cruise that he put it online. And I mean, they said immediately, like, this is not Tom Cruise, this is a deep fake. But it looked like he did it where like he was either pretending like Tom Cruise was drunk or just really kind of, but like it looked almost too real. Like it was like it was dangerous. Like it's the deepfake technology is getting dangerous. And what reminded me, well, that happened a couple weeks ago, but there was a woman who got arrested just recently because she made a bunch of deepfakes to harass girls on her daughter's cheerleading team.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So she made these three girls she was trying to harass. I don't know if she was trying to get the 3 of them to quit or treat her daughter better or whatever. They didn't really get into the why of what she was doing. But yeah, she made nudes, doing drugs and smoking vape pens, and were like texting like with fake numbers to these girls, like trying to get them. I guess trying to get them to quit. But Jesus. She was not apparently as good at hiding her identity because the local cops were able to pretty easily hunt her down.
How fucking deranged do you have to be as a mom to like
There's
to
nothing
make
better to.
deep
There's
fakes
nothing
of a
to do.
student?
Nothing better to do with your time.
That's insane.
But this isn't the first time. Not. I mean, probably the first time for her. But this isn't the first time that a mom has gone over the line for cheerleading. Do you not
Yeah.
remember? I mean, they made a whole movie out of that one cheerleading mom attempting to murder her daughter's rival.
What was that?
I mean, I think it was like a Lifetime movie, but it was based off of a real story down in Texas, I think, like 25 years ago. There was a
Huh.
mom who like took a hit out or tried to do it herself, like literally kill the girl's like rival so that her daughter could be the head cheerleader.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and that's not, I mean, there's been a couple other cases like that. It's like, what is it about cheerleading that makes these moms like go crazy?
Yeah. It's that living vicariously thing.
I
They
guess.
didn't get their chance, and now they must. They have their last opportunity to
Yeah.
live through it.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I saw the mugshot of this girl's mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's living vicariously. She's living vicariously.
She definitely looks like the kind of person that would commit a petty crime like that.
Yeah.
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 Well, right on. The deepfake stuff is definitely scary. It's like definitely something to worry about. I mean, the people that are really good at it, yeah, like you said, you can't even tell the difference. And
Well, some of them, like if you look at like the neck or the face, like the lower face,
yeah,
like you can see
Like
that
the
it just.
chin.
Yeah, well, like not just the chin, but like the jaw, like the lower, like anything like nose and below, so mouth, jaw, like the side, the sides there.
mm-hmm.
That's where like it doesn't quite line up, like it doesn't like quite like there's just it's still got a bit of that uncanny valley
Yeah,
where your mind can go something isn't right here.
yeah,
But as soon as they figure out how to clear that up,
yeah.
like there's gonna be videos of whoever the president is, like saying like, I hate Russia and I want to burn all children to the ground or something equally
Something crazy.
something crazy. And then the president is going to be like, I never said that. And they're going to
Mhm.
be like, well, I mean, there's a video here that
Yeah.
says you did.
Yeah, it could get really, really crazy pretty soon.
Or every video that gets released, the news media or computers or something is going to have to run like some kind of filter to see if there's some sort of deepfake technology is
Yeah, it's gonna be like a whole other separate product that you have to buy now whenever you get Windows. It'd be like your deepfake detector, an extra $29.99.
Oh yeah, because I mean, otherwise, I mean, some of these, like I said, most of them you can still look at it and go, something's not quite right,
Yeah.
or I don't think that person's doing that.
Yeah, true. But I mean, if you're really not paying attention, some of them can be pretty close.
Well, I mean that part scares me because you're going to be able to make people look like they're doing things or saying things that they've never said or done.
Yeah.
And with cancel culture the way it is too, that's
Yeah. Well, and that's and the other thing that kind of scares me a little bit is like, they're going to be like, hey, Corey Haim died too young and he never got to do this one movie, or we think he would have been perfect for this.
Oh yeah.
So Corey Haim is now going to be in this movie.
Interesting. I never even thought of that angle. Yeah.
Well, because they tried it. Oh, I don't know. This was lived in Florida, so it would have been early 2000s. So somewhere in like the 2002 to 2005 range. There's a movie called Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
where they had some old school actor, like James Cagney or somebody like that, like acting in the movie. Like they just like hologram projected him. But like the whole point was that he was a hologram.
Yeah.
So like they didn't have to make it quite match. But there was some like, you're putting this guy in a movie and kind of cutting together scenes from other movies or using dialogue from other movies to make him like kind of act in a movie that he's been dead for a while.
Yeah. It does.
It's creepy when they do that in movies when they make old actors look young too.
Oh yeah, Marvel
Like
does that a lot.
Yeah, Terminator Genesis. They have old
yeah.
Arnold fighting young Arnold, and that's just kind of creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you see that last Terminator movie? Dark Fate?
No, I didn't see that one.
It's not good.
I'll still see it because it's Arnold.
Yeah, I was really excited to see it, but like I ended up not going to see it in the theaters, and I just waited, and I'm glad I did because it just was not
good.
Not good.
It's too bad. Why can't they get another Terminator movie right? Like a new one.
I don't know, especially since they went and got all of the people back, from what they got Linda Hamilton back.
Yeah.
They got, James Cameron was back as a producer.
Yeah.
Was back.
It sounded so promising.
It really did. And it got unnecessarily preachy, sort of. But it should have been better, and it wasn't.
That's too bad.
Speaking of Terminator,
so
you remember that RoboCop statue?
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Okay, that they built it and they wanted to leave it, and they want to put it in Detroit, and Detroit was like, we're good.
Yeah.
There is a town that has called them up and said, we want it.
Really?
We want to display it prominently in our town.
Okay.
I think you'll be interested.
Okay. What do we got?
Stevens Point.
No way.
Nice. Nice.
That's
Stevens Point wants the RoboCop statue.
That's fucking awesome.
I was like, why would they want it? Just like randomly, like of all things.
But why would you not want it?
But apparently Peter Weller is from Stevens Point.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
I didn't either. So
are they waiting to hear back?
I guess the people who made it want it to be in Detroit, but I would assume at some point, like, if Stevens Point is like, no, like, we'll put it up, we'll display it,
That would be amazing. I mean, it's only 2.5 hours away from us. We could go and literally just go take a day trip and go see it.
Yeah, road trip.
Wait, so where is Stevens Point from here?
It's like past. It's out that way, past Madison, past like.
Oh, okay.
Up left.
Yeah, up left.
Everything is up left.
On your way to the Dells. It's like past the Dells.
Okay.
Yeah.
Up left. Everything is up left from where we're located.
It's like past Portage.
Because one of the guys on that last podcast, on the left podcast that I listened to, is from Stevens Point.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's not too far from us. Yeah. I have some of my people that I know went to college there, so I spent some weekends there every once in a while.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, hell, why not put RoboCop the statue in Stevens Point? I mean, what else does that town really have going for it?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, do it.
You're right. They really what else does it have? It nothing. We should start a change.org petition.
Do people use that site anymore? Like, I used to hear about it all the time, but
I don't know. I feel like I see something every once in a while pop up with someone's petition from there, but yeah, it doesn't seem as heavily used as it used to be. What about douche of the week?
Douche of the week. I don't know. I feel like I see something every once in a while pop up with someone's petition from there, but yeah, it doesn't seem as heavily used as it used to be.
I, douche of the week. I don't got anybody this week.
No, I don't really either. I was gonna say like pretty much everyone in attendance at the Grammys right now, probably. I mean, they didn't do anything, but I bet they're all pretty douchey.
Maybe. Since, and I'm gonna let me just take a wild guess, Justin.
No, you didn't bring one, did you?
That's what I thought.
I didn't hear what you said. It cut out on my side.
Oh, we were talking about douche of the week.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, do you have one? Yeah, are you nominating anybody or?
No, not this week.
That's what I thought.
Slow news week.
Yeah, I'm just not as like hostile as you guys are, I guess. I'm just sitting there chilling out.
We just have a never-ending list. I could name you somebody every week that pissed me off.
Yeah, mine are real people, not celebrities.
Okay,
I'm not calling them out.
Well, I'm gonna say like I could give you that list too, but we're gonna leave that off.
That's
okay. Well, in
our
lieu
own
of
personal
the
time.
week, we do have some pretty important nominations that came out recently.
The
Razzie nominations.
Oh yeah.
And since we haven't talked about it in a couple of years, because next weekend the Oscar nominations come out Monday, so you're gonna have a full week of me digesting those nominations. So I'm gonna have some opinions.
Oh yeah.
So
maybe send us a list because I'm not going to look it up, so we can have some opinions with you.
Yeah, put it on the Discord.
Oh yeah, I forgot to download that and actually do that.
Just text me.
Okay, so for worst picture of the year, I've not heard of two of them, so I might need one of you to look them up.
Okay.
To see what they are. Worst picture, you have 365 days. Never heard of that one, so I don't know. Absolute Proof is also one I've never heard of.
No idea.
Oh man. All right.
Doolittle.
Okay.
Fantasy Island.
What? Is this like a remake of like Fantasy Island with Tattoo?
Yeah.
Was that a Blumhouse?
Yeah.
Okay, I do recall that coming. I haven't seen it, but yeah.
And Music, the Sia movie.
Well, I don't even know. Is that like a concert film?
No, she wrote and directed a movie. A lot of people are mad about it because she dared cast an actress who doesn't have autism for a character in the movie that has autism. And
really?
How dare she? But that movie was up for a bunch of Golden Globes. So I think there's a chance that it might be up for a few Oscars.
Oh, okay.
So it could be one of those rare movies that's up for a Razzie and for an Oscar at the same time.
Well, I could tell you this 365 days sounds terrible.
Okay, what's it about?
People who search it often also search for 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, that movie. Okay, I have heard of that one.
It's a Sicilian mafia family and a sales director. She does not expect that on a trip to Sicily, trying to save her relationship, gets kidnapped and is given 365 days to fall in love with him, with her kidnapper.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the other one?
Watch that one. It was a Netflix movie.
What's the other one you wanted?
Absolute Proof. Yeah, a lot of people had a problem with that 365 days because it was the one guy kidnapped this girl and was like, for the next 365 days you live in this house and you do everything I tell you to, and if at the end of this 1 year from today you're not in love with me, I'll just let you go.
And they tried to spin that as a romance.
Yeah, they did. They tried to.
Okay, Absolute Proof, 2021 documentary My Pillow CEO Mike Lindell's film claiming the Chinese cyber attack flipped the 2020 election.
Oh, that
Okay,
one.
all right.
Ding, ding, ding. You have your winner.
Yeah.
I've always had a problem with the Razzies nominating a documentary, even one of dubious claims, just because. I mean, I don't know. Okay, so for worst actor, you have Robert Downey Jr. for Doolittle. Well, I guess if I had read this part, Mike Lindell for Absolute Proof.
Like the My Pillow guy.
Michel Moreau for 365. So he must be French or something. Adam Sandler for Hubie Halloween.
Oh no!
No, I'm sorry.
I think he's Italian.
Yeah,
that's my guess.
But Adam Sandler for Hubie Halloween? No, get the fuck.
Yeah, come on.
Oh.
That was vintage.
Leave Sandler alone.
And David Spade for The Wrong Missy? No. Get out of here.
It's going to Mike Lindell.
I feel like they always have to include Sandler though, just because.
You have to give the worst actor award to a guy who's not an actor.
Yeah, let's. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Let's give it.
It'll probably go to Robert Downey Jr. just because they're like, look at what we can do. Worst actress, Anne Hathaway for 2 movies.
Wow.
Katie Holmes for 2 movies.
What movies?
Anne Hathaway was The Last Thing He Wanted and The Witches.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay.
And Katie Holmes was Brahms, The Boy 2.
I didn't see The Boy 2. I seen the first one.
Oh, I didn't even know there was a first one.
That's you remember that one, Jeremy?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then The Secret, Dare to Dream. Just sounds awful.
Yeah.
Kate Hudson for music, which again I'll have to look up, but I think she was up for Golden Globe for Best Actress in that one.
So weird.
Lauren Lapkus for The Wrong Missy. No, that's no. And then Anna Maria Luca for 365 Days.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh wow, this is some pretty big names in Worst Supporting Actress.
Okay.
Glenn Close, Lucy Hale, Maggie Q, Kristen Wiig, and whoever Maddie Ziegler is.
Wow. Interesting.
I watched Fantasy Island.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah.
But it's not Worst Picture of the Year either. Like it's it's a forgettable throwaway Blumhouse movie.
Yeah.
That they kind of tried to do something with from the TV show, and it just didn't really work.
Okay, fair enough.
It wasn't bad.
Did you see that one with Vince Vaughn, that body swap horror movie?
I want to see it.
Me too.
That looks pretty good. Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I might have to rent that or something tonight if it's available.
Box.
For Worst Supporting Actor, you have Chevy Chase.
From what was he in?
The Very Excellent Mr. Dundee.
Okay.
Rudy Giuliani.
From Borat?
Yeah. Shia LaBeouf for The Tax Collector. Well, that's that one he got that tattoo on his chest for. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Nope. I refuse.
For Iron Mask. Have you seen that one?
No, but it looks more like a pirate film. I know it's Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jackie Chan.
Oh
my God.
You know, that would have been a good one in like 96, 97.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis for Breach, Hard Kill, and Survive the Night.
Holy crap.
Apparently he put 3 movies out last year.
Those all sound like variations of the same film.
Okay, worst screen combo. You have Maria Baklova and Rudy Giuliani. Robert Downey Jr. and his utterly unconvincing Welsh accent.
Aw.
Harrison Ford and that totally fake-looking CGI dog.
That was this year.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that bad.
I remember you were talking about that one on Media Pod Smash.
Yeah, that one was an enjoyable movie, and the dog didn't look that fake. I mean, it was clearly fake, but
yeah.
Lauren Lapkus and David Spade.
Okay.
Here we go. Adam Sandler and his grating simpleton voice. Hubie Halloween.
Well, they might have a point there.
Yeah. He gets a pass.
He does. That movie was good. It was fine.
Worst director, Charles Band for all 3 Barbie and Kendra movies. I don't know what the I assume the Barbie doll movie.
Charles Band he's the guy that does like Demonic Toys and like Evil Bong and all those movies, like Ginger Dead Man.
Oh,
so it's probably one of those B horror films.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The 2 people who've directed 365 Days, Stephen Gaghan for Doolittle, Ron Howard for Hillbilly Elegy.
Oh my God.
Jess watched that one. She said it was. She said she kind of liked it. So I don't know why people are hating on it. And then Sia for music. Then we'll skip over worst screenplay because it's the same 5 movies for worst remake, ripoff, or sequel. 365 Days for a ripoff of 50 Shades of Grey. Doolittle, because I mean, how many times have they remade that movie?
Mm-hmm.
Fantasy Island. And then Hubie Halloween, because they're claiming it's a remake / ripoff of Ernest Scared Stupid.
Oh, come on.
No, it's not.
Which I'm going to go ahead and completely disagree with.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just got to hate on Adam Sandler.
Yes, they do. Oh, and here we go. This one should win. Wonder Woman's 84 is up for worst remake or sequel. Because that one was pretty bad.
I haven't seen it yet still. So I cannot weigh in, but based on what you said, fair enough.
So there's our Razzies for the year.
That's an interesting list.
It is. I mean, I guess I shouldn't have been surprised on the Adam Sandler hate, because every time he does a movie, except for Uncut Gems, which I still haven't watched, they hate on it. I mean, the Razzies just love to nominate him for anything he does.
That's true.
And I'm sure the same thing with The Wrong Missy, just because Adam Sandler is somehow tangentially involved in it, at least as the producer.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I mean, was Hubie Halloween a good movie?
Yes.
Well,
but it was fun. I mean, I would not call it. It was not the worst movie of the year by any stretch of the imagination. Same thing with Wrong Missy. Wrong Missy is actually better than it has any right to be. I can see why people hate it. There's definitely some stuff where you're like, but it's not the worst movie of the year.
I'm going to go ahead and say it was whatever that 365 days was, even though I haven't seen it, just based on the description alone. That's enough for me.
It's on Netflix.
Okay.
I think. So
maybe I'll check it out.
I've heard it's pretty similar to 50 Shades of Grey in terms of certain types of content.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I think music obviously got nominated on that list because of, political correctness.
Yeah.
Like we live in a world now where, like, if you're gonna hire an actor or actress for a special needs role or a certain type of thing, like, heaven forbid you hire somebody who isn't that person.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you do understand that it's acting, right? Acting is acting. Like it exists. Like Robert Downey Jr. did not really have a suit of metal with technology flying around.
What?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Jason Momoa is not able to throw large buildings if he's in water.
No.
I think
he might be a big man.
Yeah.
But he can't breathe and talk underwater and fight the way,
That's a huge letdown.
Wow.
It's called acting.
Right. Yeah. Well, you said it was because they cast it was an autistic person.
Well, Sear wrote the role for somebody with autism.
Yeah,
and
they
they hired a real what they call
actor?
an abled. They hired an abled actress.
Okay.
Instead of a disabled actress.
I see.
They're like, well, this is a role that should have gone to, somebody with actual autism, and it's like, or you hire the best actor or actress available.
Yeah.
Like of all the movies that we say couldn't get made today, like if you changed a few things here or there, you could probably do Blazing Saddles. If you got the right people involved as well as maybe changed a few. And I don't even think we'd have to change the things that you're immediately thinking of with Blazing Saddles. I think Forrest Gump is a movie that could not be made today.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I was watching some Saturday Night Live recently, and they were making fun of people like kind of trying to cancel old movies, and one of them was Forrest Gump. They were Jess and I were sitting here going, kind of surprised that actually hasn't happened yet. Because
yeah. Looking back, I mean, definitely it is kind of like,
well, I mean, I can't remember if we discussed it or not. I know I wanted to discuss it, but not last year, but the year before, there was a movie that was going to be made about a transgendered activist, and they hired Scarlett Johansson to play that role. And then, of course, the internet blew up, and how dare you hire a non-transgendered actress to play this role, and how blah 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 blah, to the point where Scarlett was just like, I can't do this. It's going to be detrimental to my career.
Yeah.
It's going to be bad.
Yeah.
So I'm stepping away from the role. I'm dropping out. And the producers of the movie immediately pulled their money. They said if she's not going to be in it, because it's already a movie that's not going to make a ton of money anyway. Like it's just not the kind of movie that's going to go to the box office and light the world on fire. It's one of those movies that you hope gets enough viewership at the theater to make your money back, maybe get you a little ahead. But that's the kind of movie that you hope gets enough buzz to get some award talk, and then really do well on home video or streaming. But as soon as she pulled out, the rest of the producers, the money people, pulled their money, and they were like, if she's not in it, we're out. Because there's no, unfortunately or fortunately, depending on how you want to stand on this issue, there is no transgendered actor that has the name recognition that Scarlett Johansson does.
Yeah.
Like Scarlett Johansson, because of her name, is going to put butts in seats.
Right.
And there's nobody, and so that movie didn't get made. There are hundreds of people are out of a job.
Yeah, that's
how
don't
many
think
people,
about that.
Right. The grips on through, however many hundreds of people that would have been involved in this movie, not just the, 10, 15, 20 actors and actresses who would have been in it. I mean, but the director, the producers, the writers,
all the crewmen, the crew people.
They're all out of a job. They all lost a paycheck.
Wow.
Because the internet can't just go, well, maybe Scarlett Johansson's name will bring
awareness to
this topic as something that should be discussed.
Wow.
But no, let's all and they all flipped out when they hired Ruby Rose for Batwoman because she wasn't the right type of lesbian. And then I don't know. It was
Oh
bad.
my
I didn't
God.
quite understand it.
What is
Thanks,
that even
Internet.
supposed to mean?
It never made any sense to me. And she finally dropped. She dropped out after one season because she got hurt. But they brought in another lesbian actress because for whatever reason they decided that you can't just hire like somebody who can be in the movie. You have to hire somebody who also is that in real life.
Mhm.
And so because of that, I was just reading the rating. Like they've already renewed Batwoman for season 3, but they said I was reading this week, Friday or Saturday, the ratings for season 3 or season 2 on Batwoman are the lowest they've ever been. Like, I mean, they're talking. I mean, the show, like, they've lost like 70 or 80% of its audience from season 1 through the however many episodes they're into season 2 now. Like to the point where like I really have a hard time believing that the CW doesn't rescind the season 3 offer because the ratings for season 2 have just plummeted.
Jeez. Damn.
So
is it part of the continuity at all
yeah,
of other shows? Oh, it is.
it's in the Berlanti verse.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Aw, another co-host. I need to get a cat, I guess.
It's not worth it. Conversation with cats.
Mhm.
The cats apparently want to be part of the podcast.
The cat just wants to stay away from the dog, so she's hanging out down here with me.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I mean, my dogs love torturing the one cat.
Yeah.
She's not smart enough to run away like the other one is. Anyway,
Anyhow, yeah.
that's my 2 cents. Like, I mean, I get it to a point, but at the same time, it's like sometimes you have to hire the best actor or actress for the role
Mhm.
to make it work, and who knows? And so whatever the story they were trying to tell, because it was one of those like true life stories, whatever that story was that they were trying to tell isn't getting told now. So whatever lesson they wanted to teach is gone.
Yeah.
And then hundreds of people lost out on a paycheck because of it.
Yeah.
Because heaven forbid, with something like that, like you can't, and it's just I don't know. I mean, it's called acting for a reason.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks was not really the captain of an oil tanker. Tom Hanks also does not know how to fly a 747.
It's Tom Hanks. He can do whatever he wants.
If he put his mind to it.
Yeah. Next year, tell me he wasn't really my neighbor.
No, he wasn't.
Oh.
Oh.
He didn't go fight a volcano either, or get lost on an island for a couple of years.
Yeah, he didn't live in an airport either.
No. Although, did you hear during quarantine for like 9 months, 8 months, somebody was living in O'Hare?
I did not hear that.
Yeah, he was flying from somewhere very similar. So fairly, no, it was California, I think, but it was fairly similar to the Tom Hanks movie where like he got on the plane, somehow the country went haywire, but like he got on the plane and landed, and then the COVID thing happened, and he was too afraid to get back on a plane, so he stole / found an employee's ID badge and just was like like pretending like he was working there and just like disappeared and like made himself a little like bed somewhere. Like he just was like hanging out like months, like until they finally caught him. Like they were like,
I'd be more scared to stay in an airport for that long than get back on a plane.
yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
Yeah.
We should buy the rights to that story and
It's
make that.
probably too late.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah. Our time is up on that.
Yeah, by the time it hit the newspaper, somebody had already bought the rights to that story.
Yeah.
I'm expecting. I saw it on ESPN. There's a book coming out here pretty soon. I guess back in the 70s or 80s, some guy managed to build a apartment of some sorts in Old Veteran Stadium where the Eagles and the Phillies play. Like his uncle or his dad was working for a contractor, and like so he had the keys to get in, and like there was a one of the food stands that they weren't using anymore, and he just like locked it off and built himself like he put a bed in there and like
Technical difficulties here.
sorry.
Beep.
Sorry, the cat pulled my headphones out.
She's like, "You're done. It's over."
But
that's awesome though.
But yeah, he built like, and then he had it for he said a couple of years. So I imagine we'll be seeing that movie, probably like a Will Ferrell like comedy version of it. But
yeah, I'd watch that.
Perfect.
So
Nice.
all right, well, I feel like we've been going. This is a long one. This is a supersized episode.
It sure is. I'm looking at 150, but
ooh,
wow,
yeah, probably 16 extra minutes though when you guys of dead air when we were first starting out.
Oh,
because I was in here for a while, so
yeah, you'll have to cut some of that stuff out. So
yeah.
All right, well then, I think stupid never walks alone.
Oh yeah.